If you've ever had that feeling in the pit of your stomach when a guy looks at you just a certain way and you just know that he's judging you, maybe you're not sure exactly what it is about you that he's judging. I just want you to understand exactly what men are actually thinking and why they test you. Because a test is designed to evaluate something. And the truth is, both men and women, we must evaluate one another to determine if there's a good match. For example, you might have used the pre-selection test in the past where you've evaluated a man's past girlfriends just to see what types of women he's chosen to be with and what types of women have chosen to be in a relationship with him. Now, if you highly respect those women, then he appears to have already been pre-selected as a high-value man. Now, men and women do evaluate people differently, and a man's typically evaluating if he should place a woman into one of two categories, either betting or wedding. Now, if you've dated at all recently, you know that to most men, most women are in the betting category and they just want to sleep with them. But there are absolutely women who are just captivating and alluring, and men look at them and they feel a need to put a ring on it. Once you understand more in depth how a man evaluates you, you'll know how to respond in a more natural and confident way to ensure that he views you as a woman that he would want to commit to for the rest of his life. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 of the most common tests that men use to evaluate if a woman is marriage material or not. By the way, I'm Jason Silver. This is my YouTube channel, Attract Great Guys, and every week I break down the trends on how ambitious women are attracting higher quality men into committed relationships. So if you want to join in on up-leveling your social skills and attracting higher quality men, hit the subscribe button just below this video. Now the friend test, which is she wanted by other men? The friend test is used by high-value men who are looking for attractive, highly valued women. Now, in this test, he's trying to determine how many single men you're friends with, because a high-value woman is almost always going to have single guy friends who actually like them, but are just too afraid or intimidated to make a move. So it's not a question of if you have any guy friends. The real question a man's trying to determine is just how many of these guy friends do you actually have, and are any of them a real threat to him and your relationship with him? And here's the thing. Most insecure men are not going to want you to have any guy friends. Highly secure men will be fine if you've got guy friends as long as there's a compelling reason why this man is not pursuing you, and vice versa. Listen, men want a partner who is socially aware and can create bonds and connections with others, even other men. But most competitive, ambitious men have much more of a Machiavellian view of other men and are going to assume the other guy wants to sleep with you. The more that this ambitious man values you, the more he's going to assume other men are going to want to sleep with you. So he may ask you directly about your friends. He may ask extra questions about guys that you spend time with, but he'll be closely observing your interactions with your guy friends. Ultimately, a guy is hoping that, number one, you do have guy friends to show that you are indeed highly valued by other men and therefore pre-selected as a high-value woman. He also hopes that you have some awareness that men may be trying to sleep with you and that you have healthy and strong boundaries around that. Because even if you're not hooking up with a guy friend, if he ever flirts with you, if one of your friends ever flirts on you or hits on you or displays any kind of seductive behavior, then it is wildly inappropriate to allow that and continue a friendship while you're engaged in a monogamous relationship. That is a big fear, and why a man would want to see how aware you are and how you do display healthy boundaries. Now, the drama test, which is she trouble? Now, men use the drama test to determine if you're going to create dramatic situations that may put them at risk. For example, he might be worried that your behavior is going to put him into a physical risk, where maybe you might get into an argument with another man. This guy's wondering, is he going to have to protect you? Do you have jealous ex-boyfriends who harass you and maybe he'll need to get involved? Or maybe you drink on occasion and you might say some things, you might feel a little bold and maybe put yourself in a dangerous situation that he's going to need to deal with. In addition to physical risks, he'll be looking at emotional risks. Is he going to invest in you and then later on get hurt or be disappointed? Do you display character traits that are important to him? Traits such as kindness, patience, and loyalty. The drama test can also reveal how much of a social risk it is to date you. He'll ask himself, are you a gossiper? Do you make overly emotional and one-sided statements, or are you more thoughtful and considerate of other people's perspectives as well? Obviously, a man's reputation is important to him. He doesn't want to date a crazy dramatic woman who ends up character assassinating him when he ends the relationship. And obviously, I'm not saying this is you, but if he doesn't employ the drama test, then he's not doing a great job at evaluating his matches. In addition to those things I mentioned, he might also look at how you treat others, how you talk about your past relationships. Are you loyal and kind or considerate of others? What's your overall outlook? Are you an optimist or a pessimist? A man's evolutionary goal in life is to survive, number one, and then replicate, number two. Obviously, he can't replicate if he's not alive. So the trauma test is a test that he's giving to ensure that he actually has the best chance of survival by not partnering with a woman who will put him at risk. The final test I'm going over today is the status test. A high social status is wildly attractive to almost all men and women. And this just means that you're someone who lives a life that's attractive to others. You can find this phenomenon by looking at the fastest growing social media site, Instagram. A ton of high value guys out there, even a growing number of men over the age of 50 and 60, are using Instagram as a way to capture their life moments, kind of a photo journal. It also creates a sort of digital calling card that allows people to get a photo glimpse of your lifestyle and contact you directly through a direct message. So it goes without saying that you can't judge someone by their social media. It could be fake, but that still has not stopped both men and women from using their Instagram to display their style, their fashion, their health, their travel, just overall lifestyle. There's even plenty of celebrities who are contacting one another through Instagram. You might have seen some of the headlines out there in the papers. Now, I'm curious if you've ever had success connecting with men on this platform. Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. Now, if you've enjoyed this video and want access to my premium step-by-step attraction systems, be sure to check out the Matchmaker Secrets link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, be excellent to each other.